Hey everyone, welcome back. So, if you're here from the last video, welcome back. If you're not, hi, my name is Ran. I am doing a series of videos to keep track of and share my progress as I go along building my own apps. So, today I really wanted to share with you why I wanted to build this cooking plus grocery management app. It's called Doro, which was inspired from the word dough, and the Chinese word ro means to like knead. So yeah, I just thought it's like a really cute name. But anyhow, I'm skipping ahead. The like let me just go through like the context and the reason why I really wanted this app. It's something that I wanted to build for myself because after moving from Singapore to Melbourne, I found out that in Melbourne it's not like in Singapore where you can just, well, for most people, I guess, afford to just eat out every single day. Like in Singapore, for two people, if you wanna have grab dinner either at a restaurant or get Uber Eats, it's at least, I mean, I would say on average 70 AUD, right? And that's pretty pricey. Like in Singapore, if you want to do that, you can probably just get two mains for like under $30 on average. So I really struggled with that because I never cooked back in Singapore. And then suddenly I moved here and I was tasked because after when I just moved here, I just freshly quit my job in Singapore, right? So obviously I have to whereas my partner's still working full time. So I like am I'm responsible for the cooking and the grocery shopping and all that. I found that I had to grocery shop at least 2 or 3 times a week. Thankfully, the grocery store is just like 7 minute walk, 10 minute walk down the street, but it's still very like it takes a lot of mental load and processing to do these things because, like, for example, I never know what ingredients to go with what ingredients and how to use up certain ingredients. Like I'm saying ingredients a lot, huh? like parsley or an eggplant or say I don't know, chili peppers or whatever, right? Like if I try to cook a recipe, I cook that and then I find that the next I have to like really plan out really well if I want to utilize all the ingredients throughout the entire week. So I figured, what if we created an app that allows you to select your recipes at the beginning of the week, say on Sunday, as you grocery shop. So you just select, oh, like day one, I want to cook, I don't know, like spicy lime grilled chicken, or day two, I want to select what. So there'll be a list for you to select from every single day, and then it works out the entire week's groceries list for you, and it makes sure that like you utilize most, it all if not most ingredients that you shop for. So for example, like it'll make sure that if you bought mint, it'll make sure that like you're able to use up all of it in a week so it doesn't go to waste, right? Because it's extremely frustrating to have to toss out good stuff that wilts because you don't know what to do with it, right? Like it is so frustrating. I've tossed out spoiled chicken. Well, because I wasn't sure what to do with it, and then the veggies and amount couldn't was finished, and there was still proteins, and that meant I had to go grocery shop again because if not, I'm just gonna eat protein, and then same with the veggies and same with the herbs and spices, yada yada. So it's a lot of work and it's so taxing, so frustrating for me that I now have an app for this. um, I'm in the middle of testing the app myself, I am trying to make a few tweaks here and there. So once it's ready, I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So I found that a lot of cooking apps these days require you to either take a picture of your ingredients and then it uploads it to the inventory management system, or it requires you to like jot down what ingredients or what foods you already have in your fridge, yada yada. Originally, I wanted to focus on that and build something that can accurately capture that, right? But then I found out that the problem people have, at least for myself and some of my friends, isn't that it's more of that people don't want to spend the time to figure out what to cook. Like if there's a programmatic way of figuring out, hey, just cook this, and then it maximizes how you utilize all your ingredients so that there's minimal waste, close to zero waste, then that's like the most ideal. And you only have to do grocery shopping once a week. So for me, that's that's such a game changer. Oh, I wouldn't say life changing, but like such a game changer, right? Because I'm saving hours of like time just with this app now. And yeah, I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So this series will be about how I go building it, how I go marketing it. I might share like silly stuff because I'm like now considering camping out at grocery stores and telling people, hey, do you want to try out my app? Like that kind of thing. That's also part of the reason why I'm doing this series of videos, because hopefully you guys are nice and kind enough to and curious enough about it to try it out. And so yeah, I'm trying to, really figure out my stuff here with the marketing things. Yeah. I guess that is the video for today. I think next video I might start sharing the screen to show you guys how I go about with maybe bug fixing and do a screen recording of how I go about fixing my code, because right now I'm using Xcode because, iOS apps, and I'm also using Claude to help me build the apps. What I found is that throughout this past 6 months or so, I've really managed to improve how I prompt the AI to give me better results. And also, I think how sometimes you prompt the AI like multiple times and it still gives you the wrong answer, and then you're just like so frustrated that you end up having to like learn the thing yourself, like just through good old Google. Yeah, like, so I don't want to say that I'm the best software engineer out there. I'm probably just very mid, very average, but I would really want to at least share this process with you guys and um tell you guys more about it. Yeah, I'm trying to think, is there if there's any points that I'm missing, because the app is so good. It's so good because it also figures out what kind of proteins expires faster and what kind of proteins are good frozen, what kind of proteins aren't good frozen. So proteins that are not good frozen, they would suggest you to cook it earlier in the week. And then proteins that you can freeze easily, like without affecting the texture and the taste, they would suggest you cook it later in the week. And so just for example, maybe fish, they would suggest, because they spoil quick. Like if you bought like fresh fish from the wet market, supermarket, or farmer's market, they would suggest you cook it like day 1 or day 2. And then things that can freeze well, like sausages with a lot of fat content, right? They would suggest you to cook it like day 5, day 6 in a week. So yeah, like just as an example, this week, because this is the first week I'm testing my app myself and following the recipes and all that myself, For example, the first day we made a like a super 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 delicious lime grilled chicken. Oops. And then day 2 was something else, so that you switch it up. And then day 3 we used the leftover bones and stuff of the chicken to cook chicken soup, chicken stock. So like this planning it's the app plans it for you. It's so good. I know I'm like tooting my own horn, but I'm excited to share more about it in the upcoming series of videos. So stay tuned and thank you so much for watching.